Welcome to the Old World First Impressions / Review series, where I'm going to upload about 3 videos a week, just going over the armies of the Old World. Now, most, if not all, the videos at the time you watch this are actually uploaded already behind my members only wall. So if you are impatient and you want to see another video now, and you don't want to wait for the next one to come out on YouTube here, just go ahead and click on the playlist, see if the one you want is already available. Most of them are there, and real soon they'll all be there. Click on that and join the channel when you watch it right now. Otherwise, let's get into the review.
Beastman Brayherds?
Beastman Brayherds.
Beastman Brayherds.
Beastman Brayherds.
So you can have 0 to 1 Beast Lords, or a Great Brave Shaman, or Doom Bull per 1,000 points.
Per 1,000 points, yeah. So you're not bringing all 3 in a 2,000 point game.
Nope. For core, you can get 1+ Gore herds.
You have to have 1+.
Sorry, have to have 1+ Gore herds. Then you got Ungors, Chaos Warhounds, Razorgore herds, Tuskgor, all that kind of stuff.
If your general's a Beast Lord or Wargor, plus one, one Bestigor herd can be taken as a core choice.
Yeah, if your general's a Doom Bull or Gore Bull, you can have 0 to 1 Minotaur herds as a core choice.
Yep, pretty cool, pretty cool.
Pretty neat stuff. So, the first one's going to be Beastman Chieftains. So the Beast Lord is the higher one, the Wargore is the lower one. Bestigor is going to have movement 5, weapon skill 6, plus skill 3, strength 5, toughness 5, 3 wounds, initiative 5, attacks 4, leadership 8, 115
Only
points.
115 points.
For initiative 5.
Yeah, and strength toughness 5.
Strength toughness 5. He is going to hit like a truck. His equipment is only a hand weapon. There is no base armor.
Not even a... Oh, he can buy light armor for 2 points or heavy armor for 4.
So you're absolutely going to do. Plus you're going to buy a shield for 2. So 115 points plus 6 points. So 121 for a 3-up armor save.
What are we talking about?
So 4 points for heavy armor, 2 points for shield.
That's 4-up armor.
That's a 4-up armor plus a shield.
No, heavy armor is 5.
Oh, heavy armor is 5. I was thinking full plate.
You come with a Brayhorn. It's from beginning of battle round 2 onwards. If your general's on the battlefield during the command subphase of the turn, they may attempt to sound the Brayhorn, making a leadership test. If the test is passed, you may immediately roll again for each unit of ambushers that have been held in reserve that did not turn up. So, yeah. So every turn, you reroll. As long as your Beastmen Chieftains on the battlefield, you reroll ambushers. That's all.
So that's just to see if your ambushers come on.
Yes.
Okay, so he's rallying. He's giving the signal, this is the time to attack.
He has the Blood Rage ability. He has the Foe Render ability, which is amazing, by the way. I'll get that in a second. Yep. Gaze of the Gods, Mark of Chaos Undivided, Primal Fury, and Warband. So extra leadership based on the ranks in his unit.
Wait. Oh. Okay, so magical item we talked about just a few minutes ago. Extra leadership.
Don't.
We are going to get to that. It's going to be super cool. I promise. Super cool.
There's actually even more.
Stay tuned. All sorts of cool stuff.
May take up to 50 points of Chaos Mutations. May purchase Ambusher himself. Maybe on Tuskgor, Razorgore, Chariot, 100 points of magic items, blah, blah, blah. Now, we have to go over what all these magic, special rules are, because these are key for understanding how Beastmen work in the Old World. Okay, so...
Blood Greed is the first one.
No, don't go to that one yet.
Oh, okay.
That one, we're going to go to Blood Rage first.
All right. If, when testing to see if it becomes subject to Primal Fury...
Stop. To be fair, my bad.
We gotta go Primal Fury first?
Primal Fury first.
Is Primal Fury the next page?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so Primal Fury, when this unit's combat...
Sorry, I can sum it up. It's easier, because I don't like the wording in these books. They're very wordy. In the combat phase, do a leadership test. If you pass, you get to re-roll natural hits rolls of 1.
Boom, easy.
Yeah,
okay,
that's it.
So...
Oh, sorry. That used to give hatred? I know. This is...
No longer hatred.
There's
a bit of bouncing around.
You're weirdly excited.
I think Beastmen are pretty cool.
Okay, I love hearing that. Okay, so in the past, it was a basically gain hatred by passing the leadership test. It honestly was too strong. I'm not saying Beastmen were too strong. But
reroll all natural ones.
Now it's just ones.
It's fine.
It's good. Yeah, it's fine.
Something I used to rag on when I started playing like Age of Sigmar and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm only rerolling ones.
But I mean,
like with enough, and there's ways to get a lot of attacks here. With enough attacks, rerolling ones to hit.
Yeah,
not bad.
So that was Primal Fury. Now you can go back to Blood Rage.
Okay, so if when testing to see if it becomes subject to Primal Fury, see the next page.
Yep.
This unit passes its leadership test with any roll of a natural doubles. It will also become frenzied.
Yes.
It will get frenzied even if it lost it earlier in the game.
Yeah, so you get frenzied back by rolling doubles.
You'll see that last sentence repeated a lot with a lot of different special rules here. Whereas like if you lost frenzy, you can get it back.
The next one's even better, Foe Render.
Yes, I was reading this earlier. Will subject to Primal Fury. So, that other rule. A hand weapon carried by this model with a special rule has AP2.
So a model, not a unit, because Gores don't have foe render.
Right.
But this guy, when he passes Primal Fury, if he doesn't have a magic weapon, he's using just a hand weapon, it gains an AP2.
And his leadership 8.
Yeah, he's probably going to pass
Leadership
way more often
8, but also gets the bonuses from ranks, I believe, to his leadership.
No, yes, he does. He's Warpend.
Yeah. So he's gonna be passing this leadership test all the time.
More often than not, yeah.
He'll be fine.
That's interesting. There's a reason why he could not, because Gores, while they're warband, can also be skirmishers. They don't have to be, but they can be skirmishers.
Yep.
So do you want to be skirmish? Do you want the extra ranks?
Not in the unit he's attached to.
Yeah,
I want the extra ranks.
I think so. I agree.
If he's going in unit, they're not gonna have skirmishers.
So he has Mark of Chaos Undivided, which means he re-rolls. I think everything has Mark of Chaos Undivided in this army. But where is it?
Undivided. Models with the Mark of Chaos Undivided may reroll any failed fear, panic, or terror.
Though that is so very good.
And very important.
I've only played like 2 games, but and then he has Gaze of the Gods. So during the command phase of the turn, a character with a special roll may roll on a chart. If he rolls a 1, he gets stupidity for the rest of the game. And if he rolls a 1 next turn, it gets commutative.
Yeah.
Sorry. -1 leadership, and that's commutative.
Yeah.
If he rolls a 2 +1 initiative, he rolls a 3 +1 initiative until the start of the next turn.
Yeah. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 only last for a turn.
Yes. 1 is bad permanently, and 6 is good permanently.
Yeah. So 1 and 6 stack. Nothing else stacks.
Yeah. So 3 is +1 toughness for a turn. 4 is +1 weapon skill for a turn. 5 is +1 attack for a turn. And Apotheosis is 6. Become blessed by demonic vitality. For the remainder of the game, the model gains +1 modifier to their strength and leadership characteristics to a maximum of 10. I'm going to roll that every turn.
That is good.
So Chaos, Beastmen, Chieftains, dirt cheap. Beastman, Shaman, or Shaman, depending on how you pronounce it, he has a Brave Staff, which is really cool. It's a weapon that can use defensively. It gives him a 5-up armor save. He has...
Okay.
He's 150 points for level 3, another 30 points to make him level 4. He can take Demonology, which is so freaking good for Beastmen. I did a whole video about Demonology. Stay tuned for that, or watch it if it's already out.
I won't be in that video.
For members, it's already out. It's behind the paywall, but I will come out for everybody if you don't want to be a member. But it does help us make these videos, or the battle reports anyway. But Demonology, Dark Magic, and Elementalism, 3 great lores. He can buy Ambusher, buy a Chariot. Yeah. Mark of Chaos Undivided, Primal Fury, Lore of the Beasts. Might as well get Lore of the Beasts done. So, Vile Tide. Ooh, I'm gonna knock this over. Ooh. Magic Missile, the casting value of 8.
Yep.
Range 15. Target enemy suffers 5d6 strength 1 hits with no armor saves permitted. Ward and regeneration may be permitted. I promise you, this is gonna kill units. Or kill knights. This is
5d6.
This is gonna destroy knights and monsters.
It's gonna be wounding them on 6s.
Yep, but no armor or ward save allowed.
Or wards, yeah.
Oh! Never mind. Wards are permitted. Wards and regeneration, I read it backwards.
Sorry.
But no armor saves. Still no armor saves.
Like, it'll kill a couple of knights.
Knights and monsters. Let's do the math, right? 5 dice is an average
because strength 1 can't wound anything at toughness 1 or higher.
On average, it almost does 3 6s, 3 wounds cast. On average. Thereabout.
If it has to roll 6.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all.
It kills,
usually it's
on average, it kills a war machine a turn. Now, it's only 15-inch range.
Yeah, he's going to be getting up there.
Oh, we have Devolve is another magic missile, the casting value of 8. Also only 15-inch range, but you're right, they're going to get up there.
And it's based on a leadership test. If an enemy fails the leadership test, they lose wounds equal to the failure.
Yeah. So make them do a leadership test, and
depending on the army.
Depending on the army.
This is going to be useless against dwarves.
Yeah, unless there are ways to modify the enemy leadership.
Yeah.
And then we have the Mantle of Gorok. It's an enchantment with a casting value of 8. Cast on self. Until the end of the turn, the caster gains a d6 modifier to their strength and attacks characteristics to a maximum of 10.
I'm not trying to get this guy into combat.
No. I used to do this all the time. I used to put him on combat all the time.
Really? Eh? But he has like a 5-up armor save?
Yeah.
And 2 to 3 wounds?
If you swing first and kill whatever.
And toughness.
If you roll 6 on the d6 attacks and strength, you get no bonus and you take a wound.
Great Brave Shaman is toughness 5, actually.
Yeah. And there's more stuff to buff them coming up. Okay, next we have the Minotaur Champion, the Doom Bull or Gore Bull. We'll talk about the Doom Bull. The Doom Bull is 210 points. He's weapon skill 6, strength 6, toughness 5, 5 wounds, 5 initiative, 5 attacks, leadership 8.
He has the same toughness as a
Yeah.
Brayherd shaman.
Have 100 points of magic items. His armor bane 1, blood greed, and blood rage. We have to go. That's a new one. Which one's new? Blood greed is the new one. He has the Gore, fear, full render, which means remember hand weapons when they pass the primal fury are at AP2.
What's his leadership? Leadership 8.
Yeah. Gaze of the gods, impact hits 1, mark of undivided, primal fury, slaughterer's call, and warband. Warband actually would pop up. No, actually, yeah, it would pop up a little bit.
Yeah? Okay, so blood greed for this guy. While frenzied, so if he's frenzied, this model has a +2 modifier to its attacks characteristic rather than the usual +1. However, such is this model's desperate need to feed upon flesh that it rolls only a single d6 when making a pursuit roll.
Yeah, so things are probably, that's not that big a deal.
Things are going to get away from him.
For the most part, when things fall back in good order, the fleet 2d6 highest 1.
Yeah.
He only gets to roll 1, but
he's generally not going to catch who he's
it's actually going to be a worse problem in this edition than any previous editions, but he's a beat stick. His impact hits 1, and special rolls give him AP 1 on his impact hits. And then he has Slaughterer's Call, so when he's frenzied, he gets frenzied to his units.
Yeah.
Or unit joins. Now, Centigor chieftains, Centigors are a unit that now have a character version. There's not a lot to talk about here. It's just movement 8, strength 5. He
throwing axes, javelins.
Yeah, lower half of his body is a horse type thing, and the upper half is a Gore. It's a goat man type thing.
So
drunken,
he's half Gore, half man, half horse.
Yeah, half man, half
goat,
pig.
half horse.
Yeah. But he has the drunken special rule. We'll cover that when we cover the actual Centigors. So keep in mind, when we talk about Centigors later on, there is a hero version if you want to bring one for 75 points.
And now for possibly my favorite infantry sculpts of all of fantasy.
Yeah.
Bestigors.
No. Oh yeah, Bestigors are next.
Yeah. I love how these guys look. They are so flippin' cool.
Did you say flippin'?
Flippin' cool.
Okay, so they're on 30 by 30 bases. They're 13 points a model. They're slightly cheaper than Chaos Warriors. Heavy armor and great weapons. Oh, okay. The movement 5. That's really good. Weapon skill 4, strength toughness 4, initiative 4, leadership 7. But
initiative 4 doesn't matter because they have great weapons.
It does a little bit.
They have hand weapons as well. So you can attack with your hand weapons.
There's a small. Yeah, it's true. That's true too. I didn't thought about that. You're right about that. There's a small amount of things that do initiative tests. Not that many, but.
Tree whack.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Leadership 8 on the Gouge one. That's the champion of the unit. Now, the champion can take a couple points of mutations. 1 unit army can buy Stubborn or Veteran for 1 point for either one of those. They have Blood Rage, Close Order, Undivided, Primal Fury, and Warband.
I feel like I'd buy Stubborn every
Which one's Blood Rage again? What's that?
Blood Rage was the...
Oh, so against Frenzy and rolling doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, a solid unit. I'm gonna bring. I've rebased mine already, and I used to have a squad of 18. Now I have 2 squads of 10. I'm gonna try these in little mini squads.
Yeah.
Now I bet you I'll probably end up playing them at squads of 15 more often than not. But I'm gonna try them like that. Yep. Gore herds are you have to have one of these in your army if you play Beastman Brayherds.
But these guys are not bad. Strength 3, toughness 4.
They have beastly charge, so if they charge at least 3 inches, they're +1 strength. So strength and toughness 4 in the first round of combat. 7 points a model. They're 7 points. Their weapon skill 4. Their initiative 3. Leadership 6. Leadership 7 on the champion. They come with hand weapons. They can buy additional hand weapon or shields for free.
Shield is their only defense.
Yeah.
They cannot buy armor.
I'd rather buy additional hand weapon because of that. And mine are armed with shields at the moment, which is unfortunate.
Just make them as cheap as possible.
You can have a great weapon on the champion for some reason, probably because the kid has it. They can have 1 unit per 1,000 points in your army can have ambushers. They have Blood Rage. They're hordes. They get an extra rank if you want them to. A Mark of Chaos Undivided, move through cover and open order, and skirmishers in Primal Fury. So I don't know which way to play these. I'm gonna have to play. I genuinely don't know what to tell you guys on this one.
The additional hand weapons.
No, for sure. Yeah. I don't know if you want to play them around with skirmishers, or like a whole bunch of these as skirmishers, and just like swarm the enemy in attacks.
I'm screening. There's just a big old screen out front.
What if your army doesn't screen? The whole army is a screen that moves through your lines and attack. I don't know. I suspect you're right. We talked about, was it this video or last video?
I'm always right anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's fair. I suspect you're right. You're probably going to be playing open order with these guys more often than not. But the fact that he can open order and skirmish is good. Yep. I'm loving the Gore. The Ungor, however, is 5 points a model. They can buy thrusting spears or throwing spears for 1 point per model. They come with hand weapon shields. They can buy short bows, replace their shields with short bows for free. Short bows are amazing, because no penalty for moving and shooting.
Yeah.
1 unit per 1,000 can buy ambushers for 1 point per model. They're chariot runners, so chariots can move through them. They have horde, market cast divided, move through cover, open order, primal fury, skirmishers.
Yep, skirmish short bows.
Skirmish short bows.
Skirmish short bows. I don't want these guys in close combat. I want my Gorgons and my Bestigors in close combat.
To be fair, if you look at them, they're movement 5 humans. Little less leadership, but movement 5. The reroll panic.
Yep.
I'll take movement 5 all day long. So they can fight fine.
Yep.
Harpies are 11 points a model. They're the movement 5, but they fly 10. Move through cover, scouts, skirmish, and swift stride. These are little infantry
that
guys.
That can charge 360.
Yeah, strength, toughness 3. These things, I don't have the models. I feel like they're an auto-include, hunt down war machines and stuff.
Yeah, because they get in there.
Yeah, but they're skirmishers, so they're not going to redirect the enemy. Now, here's a unit we're talking about. The Minotaur Herd.
Oh, yeah. The big boys.
47 points a model, movement 6, strength 5, toughness 4, leadership 7, 3 wounds, 3
movement
initiative.
6?
Yeah, they're fast. So, great weapons for 4 points. It's a good option. Or they can take, they have light armor. They can also buy shields for 2 points. They have the full render ability, so when they pass Primal Fury, the hand weapons gain AP 2.
Leadership 7. What's the leadership on the leader
8.
variant?
8.
He's 8.
But he can roll on the chart every turn and hope for more leadership. Remember, they pursue a little less. When they're frenzied, they get 2 attacks instead of 1. They have impact hits 1 with AP 1.
And they're monstrous infantry.
They have fear, monstrous infantry. This is all kinds of good. They're expensive. I think this is going to be...
I don't feel like 47 points is a lot for what they do.
No, I think they give you too much at 47. I suspect we're going to call these guys a little overpowered. 1 unit army can be ambusher for 3 points per model.
Cool. Now, what weapon loadout are you going to give them? Additional
I'm going to try
great, or...
no additional hand weapons because of the full render ability.
You're going to get the AP2 anyways.
Yeah. So I would rather have only hand weapons, but I have a unit of 6 with great weapons right now and a unit of 6 with hand weapons right now.
Well, the great weapons would be good for dropping monsters. Because you'd be, what, strength 7?
Strength 7, AP2 all the time. Oh, you know what? The sergeant, the blood kind, I think he can have a different weapon. Yeah. So I'll probably put a great weapon on the blood kind, the sergeant, and then everybody else had to have hand weapons.
Yep.
Centigors, 19 points of model, they're light cav. Movement 8, strength toughness 4, initiative 2, 1 attack, leadership 6, 7 on the sergeant. Hand weapon and shields, they can have cav spears or throwing spears. They can replace their shields with great weapons. These are just fast.
They're fast.
But they have the drunken special rule, which I'm not.
So drunken is weird. You roll on a table.
Yep, always been that way.
So it's a 1, a 2 to 5, or a 6. On the 1, you're unsteady. You're subjected to random movement. And your random movement is D6 plus 2.
Okay.
2 to 5, nothing happens.
Okay.
6, belligerent drunk. Until the start of your next start of turn sub phase, this unit is subject to the frenzy special rule. And if it lost frenzy before, it gets frenzy back.
Okay.
So
I don't know if I like it because
they can get frenzy.
I don't know if I like them because they're fast cav, horde, market cast, undivided, move through cover, open order, primal fury, skirmishers, stomp 1, and swift stride warband.
Well,
I want them to be skirmishing, but they don't have all the rules I want. They don't have reserve move.
That would make them usable. I don't see what they do that I don't have anything else that I want.
Exactly. I would use a squad with javelins and cavalry spears and ambush them.
If you were going to use them.
If I had to use them. I don't know what they do for the army. That other things the book won't do better.
Yep.
Check back in 6 months when I tell you the same thing, I think.
Okay, so dragon ogres for almost 3 times the cost.
Dragon ogres are good too, I think.
Toughness 4.
Strength 5, toughness 4, 4 wounds. Initiative 2, 3 attacks.
Weirdly not as tough as I thought they'd be.
Leadership 8.
I thought they'd be toughness 5.
No. They have light armor. They can purchase heavy armor. And they have armored hide 2. So the 3-up armor if you want them to be.
And you're going to want them to be.
Armor rating 1, close order, fear, ensorcelled weapons, immune psychology, stomp attacks 2, and the quickening storm.
What's the quickening storm?
It's in the back. I think...
So 5-up ward against any wounds suffered that were caused by magic missile or magical vortex spells. That's kind of specific. If model with a special rule or the unit it belongs to suffers one or more hits from Storm Call, which is on a different page, it becomes Quicken. The Quicken model has a +1 modifier, both its initiative and attacks. This Quicken lasts until the start of your until your next start of turn subphase. I do not like the name of start of turn subphase.
I don't like that. I know it's a tongue
too
twister.
hard to read because it doesn't make sense phonetically in the sentence.
I've got to the point when I get to that, I just say tell you next turn. Start next turn.
Yeah, I gotta get used to doing that. So page 104 is Storm Call. So what is Storm Call? I'm gonna understand what Storm Call is. So Storm Call comes from Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. And it's a spell that we'll go over when we read the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth.
Yeah, so the character version of this has a spell that'll affect them. So I don't know what weapon to take with them. Mine are equipped with double additional hand weapons, which I'm not sure is a good weapon as overall in this edition. There are certain units that I really like Black Orcs, I think are a good
It's because strength no longer conveys AP.
Yeah, exactly why. So great weapons are an option.
Yeah, and they don't have the special rule that gives them the 2 AP, right?
No, they don't.
They don't have blood.
But they have ensorcelled weapons, which annoys me.
Yeah.
Because ensorcelled weapons means the hand weapon is probably the best.
Yeah. Can they take shields? No.
No. So I'm going to buy additional hand weapons just so mine are equipped, but I'll probably end up fighting with one hand weapon more often than not. I don't know. Great weapons are fine. Halberds are fine here.
Halberds, maybe halberds.
Halberds are strength 6. Mine are additional hand weapons.
Strength 6, AP 1, add initiative.
Yeah.
Which, mind you, isn't high initiative, so maybe great weapons. They only have initiative 2.
I think great weapons are my pick for these guys.
Yeah.
So Chaos Warhounds, they're 6 points a model that can have poison attacks or 1 point a model. They're just war beasts that move 7, strength toughness 3. They're dirt cheap things that get in the way of the enemy. They move pretty fast.
And they can redirect.
Move through cover, open order, first stride. Yeah, this is a good unit to have in Beastmen.
I never thought about that.
Or even
they can
Warriors of
redirect
Chaos.
because they're not skirmisher.
I think I'll have a unit of I'll have 2 units of these in both my Warriors of Chaos and my Beastmen more often than not.
Yep.
Razor Gore herds are war beasts on a big 50 by 75 chariot base or the old giant base. 52 points a model for movement 7, strength toughness 5, 3 wounds, 4 initiative 2 attacks. They have light armor, armor bane 1, fear foe render, which means if they pass a primal fury test, they get AP 2 on their hand weapons. But they're only leadership 6. They're not always going to get it. Impact takes D3, loner, open order, primal fury, and Razor Tusk and Swift Stride. What's Razor Tusk? I think it's AP 1 on the charge.
If it's the same as the Orc one, Razor Tusks during the turn in which AP characters is
plus 1 AP on the charge. I think auto include 2 or 3 of these in your list. Auto include
2 or 3.
Redirecting toughness 5, dude. They hit more than well enough for their 52 points. They're just.
Oh, they have foe render.
Yeah.
Oh,
Primal Fury
6, so the foe render isn't going to happen as often.
Right. But you roll Primal Fury test. If you pass, you reroll ones to hit, and you gain AP2.
4 attacks each.
Yeah. Yeah. Tuskgor chariots are 85 points apiece. They are heavy chariots, which means you get AP on their D6 plus 1 impact attacks.
Yep.
Mark of Chaos Unified, Primal Fury, Razor Tusk plus 1 AP for the mounts. Warband, for whatever reason, because the riders have it. A closed order. So just a solid chariot for 85 points. It's 4 toughness, 4 wounds, but it has a 4-up armor save. I think it's a solid. I think I'm going to use mine all the time.
Yep. Razor Gore chariot?
Razor Gore chariot is a chariot with a Razor Gore pulling it. It's 120 points. I don't know if I care about that. Rather than the cheaper ones, mostly because I don't have any. The all never exist. You have to convert your own.
Really?
It's not my thing.
I'm surprised stuff like that, GW tends to be like,
exactly.
It doesn't really exist
is this
anymore.
a hint that it's coming out? Or
you know better than me.
Or what most likely this is the existed for so long that people have converted them up and they're saying, hey, we'll let you do your Razor or Chariot thing again.
That would be a good sign of goodwill.
The Shaggoth is that Dragon Ogre character we talked about. He's a Dragon Ogre who is strength 6, toughness 5 with 6 wounds, 225 points. He can buy heavy armor, so he replaces light armor, so he has a 5-up save, and armor high 2, so 3-up save, armor bane 2, ensorcelled weapon, immune psychology, large target, stomp attacks D3 plus 1, Storm's Call, Terror, the Quickening Storm.
So Storm's Call, this model can cast the following bound spell with a power level of 1. This model can cast a bound spell even if it is engaged in combat.
So bound spells, you roll 2d6 and add the 1, and that's the casting value.
So there's a casting value of 7+.
Yeah, you have to get to 7. You have to roll. You have to get to 7. You have to roll at least a 6+ because you get +1.
So on 2d6, you have to roll 6+, or one of them has to be a 6?
No. You have to get to 7 total on both dice. It's actually very easy to cast.
Okay, yeah. So it's above average time you're going to cast it. If this bound spell is cast, all units within 6 inches of this model, friend or foe, including units engaged in combat, suffer D3 Strength 4 hits with an AP of 1. So with
the Quickening Storm?
The Quickening Storm, so if your Dragon Ogres take that hit, they get a 5-up ward save against any wounds suffered that were caused by magic missile or magic vortex attacks. So they give a 5-up ward against that?
No.
Okay, so this
is Quickening Storm. The Quickening Storm, so Dragon Ogres and Dragon Ogre Shaggoths have a 5-up ward save against any wounds suffered caused by magic missiles or magical vortex.
Right.
That's what they have. In addition, if this model with this special rule or the unit it belongs to suffers 1 or more hits from Storm's Call, it becomes quickened. A quickened model has +1 modifier to both its initiative and attack characteristics.
So is it worth bringing those 2 units together to make this happen?
Sure, but they still take the damage.
It
may not wound them.
It's a magic missile, so they have a 5-up against it.
So you have to take initiative.
They have a 5-up ward against it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is hit the Dragon Ogres to buff them. So it might not wound them. They'll probably pass their armor save, and if they don't pass their armor save, they pass the ward save. Wounds might get through, but it buffs them. I'll do it.
How many wounds are on Dragon?
4.
They have 4 wounds each?
4.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
This used to heal them. I like this better.
I'm glad it doesn't heal them anymore.
Jabberslythes, 195 points. Wicked Claws, Slavery Tongue, Heavy Armor, Fly 9, Maddening Aura, Poison Attacks, Spurting Bile Blood, Stomp Attacks D3, Twist Ride and Terror. It's a monstrous creature, so no AP on the stomps. It's got 5 Strength 5 attacks, AP 2. It's got 5 wounds. It's got Leadership 9. It moves 6, but it flies 9. It has a Tongue attack, which is Strength 5, AP 1 with a 12-inch range.
It has move and shoot and quick shot.
And quick shot, yeah.
Yep. Maddening Aura, during the command subphase of its turn, an enemy unit that is within 8 inches of this model, including units that are fleeing or that are engaged in combat, must make a leadership test. If the test has failed, the unit suffers D3 Strength 3 hits with no armor or regeneration saves permitted. Ward saves are allowed to be attempted as normal.
195 points. He's a little up there. And
whenever it takes a wound during the combat phase, the attacking enemy unit suffers a Strength 4 hit with an AP 1.
Yeah, that's the best part about him.
Icky blood.
But he only do 5 wounds like that because he has to lose a wound. He seems a little expensive, especially compared to other monsters. But he flies.
Next is the Cockatrices.
It's 170 points. Strength 4, Toughness 5, 4 wounds, Initiative 6, 6 attacks, Leadership 6. Has claws and petrifying gaze and scaly skin comes with heavy armor. You can give it acidic vomit for 20 points and poison attacks for 10 points. It flies 10, it stomps 1, stony stare, and terror.
It's not impetuous. It has a breath weapon.
Strength 3, AP 1. That's acidic vomit.
Yeah, so you pay 20 points. So it's 190 points for that.
Yep. I'm not seeing it.
Petrifying Gaze, magical attacks, Strength 2.
So Stony Stare, at the start of each combat phase, enemy models in base contact with this model must make an initiative test. If it's failed, they suffer D3 Strength 2 hits with no armor saves permitted.
Regeneration allowed.
This Petrifying Gaze is range 18, Strength 2, magical attacks, wounds D3. I just think it's way too expensive.
When making a roll to wound for an attack made with this weapon, substitute the target's toughness with its initiative. No armor save is permitted against wounds caused by this weapon. So strength doesn't really matter.
It's a dwarf killer.
Dropping initiative?
Yeah, so wounds dwarves on 2s.
And goblins
on 2s. I mean on 4s. I meant to say 4s on 2s.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too expensive for what it does, I think. I think it's a gimmick.
Now, the Petrifying Gaze was a breath weapon. Like if it used that template.
That would be good.
That would be good.
But that's not what this is.
No, that's not what this is.
That's not what this is.
Don't look at its eyes.
It's okay, we have 2 good monsters coming up. We have the Saigores for 215 points.
Yeah.
It basically throws a
big old rock
catapult with a 12-36 inch range. It's a catapult and a monster. This monster's only weapon skill 2, but that's fine. He moves 7, he's strength 6, he's toughness 5, he's got 6 wounds, initiative 3, 4 attacks, leadership 8. Ghost Sight, Immune Psychology, Large Target, Soul Eater, Stomp Attacks D3, is a behemoth, so it does do AP, Stubborn, Terror, and Timber. Now, Ghost Sight, during the combat phase, a Saigor may reroll any failed hit rolls made against enemy wizards, or models or units equipped with the magic items, or enemy models or units with a ward or generation save.
Actually pretty good, because magical items going to be all over the place.
I don't know if that's true. You think so? I think we might see armies without any at all, and some with tons. I don't think they're necessary.
Does dwarf stuff? Yeah, dwarf stuff counts.
Yes, dwarf stuff will count.
So dwarves easy.
Yep. No, I'm saying I'll play a list.
I think everybody's gonna have.
I'll play a list with high elves and have no magic items, and the next one I'll bring 30 of them. If
I was going to a tournament,
too early for me to say. Too early to say, I guess.
I think they're common and easily available enough that they'll be there.
Fair. Soul Eater. Any enemy wizard that wishes to cast a spell while within 12 of one or more Saigors must first make a leadership test. If the test has failed, the wizard has lost their nerve, and should they fail to cast the spell has been a miscast, and the active player immediately rolls on the miscast table and see what fate befalls the unfortunate wizard. If the spell is passed, the wizard can continue their cast attempt as normal. That's not that good or
it's
that
not,
bad.
It's
no,
not nothing.
The problem is if your enemy wizard miscasts, they roll an 8+. It's actually a good thing if the spell just goes off.
Yeah. And if my wizard is within 12 inches of a Saigor, I think I'm doing something wrong.
No, I think things are a lot closer these days.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
A Saigor is like an artillery piece.
It's true. It is D3 plus 1.
Why is he up in the front?
You know what? You're right. I'm going to think of the Saigor as artillery piece. It stays at the back. And if any War Machine Hunters want to come deal with it, you have to get through 6 toughness 5.
Oh, it's what skill 1.
Who cares? It goes like a stone thrower.
Oh, so it's just scattering.
Yeah. So basically, the best skill will only come into play if he throws a rock at a line of sight. And he has to, because you always scatter when you can't see the target.
Yeah.
Reduced by your ballistic skill.
Yeah.
So.
And then what's the reroll for it?
Reroll? What do you mean?
Ghost Sight.
Oh, that's when he likes to hit.
Oh, that's only in melee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Weapon skill 2.
He sees magic.
He only sees magic. He needs that because he's weapon skill 2.
The Chaos Giant.
You're not gonna read over the hurl attack?
I did. That's the stone thrower.
Okay. Oh, I just thought there would be anything different about it. Yeah, it's just normal.
So Chaos Giant, 200 points, Strength, Toughness 6, 6 wounds, Initiative 2. We talked about this in the Orc and Goblin book, or Orc and Goblin review. If you saw that one, you can skip over this. It's exactly the same, pretty much. However, he can buy Regeneration for 20 points, 6 up. He can buy Scaly Skin for 10 points to get some heavy armor, which I would. Otherwise, I'm going to go through the giant table. No longer does he fall over. No longer does he yell and ball. He can choose to do a giant roll or a pickup and roll. So you do a giant roll, a giant attacks table roll. If you roll a headbutt, you pick a model in the fighting line, do D3 plus 1 wounds to it. No armor or regeneration allowed. It's a character killer.
You have to roll a wound.
Yeah, you have to roll the wound. So
but your hits are automatic.
The model is hit automatic, and then you roll the wound. But he's strength 6.
Only ward saves can be attempted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the belly flop. You place a small blast on the unit. You belly flop on them, and you do a bunch of hits. Mighty swing on a 3 to 4. You do D6 plus 1 attacks at strength 7, AP 2.
Yep.
Not bad. If you roll 5, it's thump with club. You hold it with 2 hands, and is it a single model? Nominate a single model in the front rank. And you do 1 strength 10 AP 4 attack that does D6 wounds against it. Or you do jump up and down. You have to roll D6. This is on a 6. You jump up and down, kicking and flattening the enemy. For this attack, the giant does not use the club. Instead, the target unit suffers a D6 plus 1 hits. At strength 6 with no armor saves permitted.
But you get ward and regeneration.
Yeah. Or you can do pick up and. You can pick up a unit, they do an initiative test. If they fail, you shove them in your pants. Then you roll a die. On a 1 to 4, you do it again. You keep on doing it until they stop or you knock whatever. So you assassinate characters down the trousers, or you keep shoving units in your pants.
Doing the...
Stop that. This is a family show. The Gorgon! 245 points. Movement 7. Strength toughness 6. 6 wounds. Initiative 4. 5 attacks.
This guy with the blade hands, right?
Leadership 9.
Yeah.
He has cleaver limbs. See below. He has light armor. Blood greed. Frenzy. Large target. Primal fury. Regeneration 6 up. Stomp D3, which is fine. He's a behemoth. Stubborn. Swallow whole. Terror and timber. Swallow whole. Oh, so cleaver limbs are strength 6, AP 2, killing blow, and monster slayer.
So what's monster slayer?
Roll 6 to wound, monster just dies over.
Any monster?
Any monster.
Behemoth?
Yep. Oh, wait. That's a good question. I assume yes.
Just Don't the...
Yes. So behemoths are under the monsters tab.
Isn't that what the...
Oh, you know what?
Sphinx does as well? Does it have...
I believe...
That's
no,
what
I
his whole
think
thing.
that one does...
Anything with blade
I actually
hands.
can't remember.
Does
I
the-
reviewed that book too long ago.
Yeah. I got blade hand. It slices. It
Um,
dices. It takes your monsters and it cuts them up in a little bitty bitty.
So model special rolls a natural 6 or rolling 2 wound against a... Wait. Has struck a monster slaying blow. Any troop type whose monster are not permitted, or... I can't read the book from over here.
Wow. I believe in you, Steve.
Are not permitted an armor or regeneration save against a monster slaying blow. Ward saves can be attempted as normal. If the enemy model whose troop type is monster suffers an unsaved wound from a monster slaying blow, it loses all remaining wounds. So troop type is... I believe that counts. So infantry, monsters infantry count as infantry, apparently.
Well, they have the infantry word.
They're under the infantry section. So infantry, and these are all the infantry. And then cavalry, so light cavalry, heavy cavalry, monsters cavalry. But war beasts are under that for some reason. And then chariots, light chariots, heavy chariots, they're under there.
Right.
Monsters creatures, behemoths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
So it kills all of these things.
Yep, so it kills behemoths. Cool. Swallow whole. During the combat subphase, a Gorgon that is engaged in combat with one or more units of regular infantry or heavy infantry may choose to swallow whole. To make a swallow whole attack, nominate one enemy unit of regular or heavy infantry. Thank you for repeating the whole thing again.
Right.
The unit wants to immediately make an initiative test. If the test has failed, the Gorgon grabs a victim and stuffs him in his gullet. A single model belonging to the target unit is immediately removed from play as a casualty. If the test is passed, the warriors manage to escape the grip.
So I pick the model.
Doesn't say who picks.
With one or
Each
more
time an enemy
units.
model is removed from play this way, the Gorgon recovers a single wound.
So I think it just hits the unit and you lose one thing. So you would choose the casualty. Like if I was doing it to you, you would choose the casualty. From what I'm reading here.
I would say, yeah, I would say.
It doesn't look like it can target.
Yeah, the other player picks. That's it. That's 245 points. I like it.
Man,
It's got Primal Fury.
it also can one-shot monsters.
Or anything in the game, because that's killing blow, pretty much.
Yeah.
Chaos Mutation.
Does it have any of the... No, it doesn't have like the extra AP or whatever from the...
Yeah,
special rules.
exactly.
Okay.
What's worth looking at here? Gnarlhide's 15 points. He gets Armor Hide 1 special, +1 armor save for Gnarlhide. +1 initiative for 10 points.
+1 strength for 35.
Oh, here we go. Rune of the Beast Descended. I knew there was a way. Beastmen or chieftains only, unless the character is fleeing. Friendly Bestigor, Gore, and Ungor hordes gain a +1 modifier to their leadership characteristics while within this character's command range. Tell me that's not an auto-include.
Well, we're going to see why it is an auto-include.
Wait, we're not there yet.
It's the next page!
Wait, I want to do one more. You can have a muscular monstrosity, +1 strength.
I just said that.
Oh, okay.
+1 strength for, what was it, 35 points?
Oh, you have slug skin for 50 points. Any model that directs attacks against this thing. Or any unit is... No, this is amazing. Any enemy model that directs its attacks against the model or the unit that is joined during the combat phase, -1 to hit.
Auto-include.
What? That's not
Auto-include.
The problem is you only have one per, so you have to give like you have to give your
So that includes ranged, right?
no in combat.
Oh, during the combat phase.
Yeah, but that's where you're worried, right? So hold on. Can a so your beast lord has to have the rune of the beast ascended. Can the shaman have mutations? Yes, the shaman can get just enough for slug skin. Making combat wombat shaman again. So shaman, slug skin,
The wacky shaman?
the wacky shaman. Here we whack your mole.
Whack. Okay. So why is leadership important, Steve?
Well, tell me about the Primeval Club.
Oh, the Primeval Club. It is range combat. Its strength is asterisk. Give me a second. AP -3. Hatred Empire. Cool. Magical attacks. Situationally fairly important. And poison attacks. Poison attacks aren't going to matter. Poison attacks are. The strength characteristic of the Primeval Club is equal to the current leadership characteristic of the model that wields it.
So, the Rune of the Beast Ascended for 25 points makes your Beast Lord strength 9. Let me tell you. So instead of wounding everything on 2s, you're going to wound them on 2s. It doesn't make a difference, Ben.
Monsters.
So instead of wounding, hold on. Instead of wounding every monster in the game on 2s, you're gonna wound them on 2s?
No, they're toughness 7. There's a bunch.
Where? No,
I'll get there.
No, it is toughness 7. The Empire Steam Tank.
I thought giants were toughness 7.
No, they're 6. This is the political leadership is good for the primal theory.
You trying to drop my strength in any way?
It's still good. It's an AP3 weapon that is going to be strength good. Now you could end up losing leadership on this character by rolling a bunch of 1s in the gaze of the gods table.
Cool. Then I'll get leadership in other ways.
Yeah.
Like, because he gets leadership for rank too. So he's at least strength 9.
Yeah.
Because he's leadership 8.
It doesn't modify. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad weapon. I see that. Oh, he's an ancient empire as well. Did you say that?
So now if you fail to hit your Empire Steam Tank.
It's an AP3 weapon. The problem is, Ben. Oh, never mind. I was going to say the hunting spear is also an AP3 weapon. It's strength 6 AP3, but it's a throwing weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes through ranks like a bolt thrower. Multiple wounds 2, through and through.
Just give it to somebody else.
Not that good. Rune of the True Beast for 30 points. Enemy models whose troop type is monster suffer a -1 modifier to their weapon skill while within 6 of the bear of the Rune of the True Beast. Okay.
Pelt of the Dark Young may be worn with other armor. The wearer of the Pelt of the Dark Young improves their armor save value by 1 to a maximum of 2+. In addition, the wearer and any unit they have joined has magic resistance 2.
Totem of Rust. Every model friend or foe within 6 of the model carrying the Totem of Rust suffer a -1 to their armor saves. So you put that
on Ungors.
Can they take that?
Somebody with Ungors.
Can they Ungor take 50 points? I doubt they can take 50 points. You
were just there.
Was I just there?
Yep. Left.
No, Gores. I'm not going Gores.
Oh, Gores.
Well, looky here. Ungors can take 50 points of magic man. So now my shields are completely useless because it'll work on them as well. So take additional hand weapons, take the Totem of Rust, and it's just as good. That's a combo. That's a combo I'm gonna be using for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Or the Vitriolic Totem. You gain poison attacks. Oh, wait. Or the Banner of Outrage. You may reroll his leadership test for taking Primal Fury tests.
These guys look fun. These guys look so much fun.
Nope. Literally, there are 4 banners in this book. They're all amazing. We didn't read the best one. You do it.
The Gnarled Hide?
Nope, Manbane.
Manbane.
This is the best one by far. That one's section auto include. I'm too excited. Are you not reading how broken Manbane is?
Where's Manbane?
Manbane.
Oh man. Eyesight.
Okay, you know what?
Not my
You
strongest.
had your chance.
All enemy units within 6 inches of the model carry the Manbane standard suffer a -1 modifier to leadership characteristic to maximum of 2.
That is modifying your opponent's leadership is the
Minimum
most powerful thing you can do. I think in this edition. Granted, I haven't played a whole lot. I could be wrong. But lowering your opponent's leadership is so good because every unit in the game is effectively, for you veterans understand this, effectively stubborn.
Sort of stubborn.
You have to roll higher than your unmodified leadership to actually flee and break from combat. Lowering your opponent's leadership is that is all 4 of these banners are so freaking good. I don't know which one to take. I actually think that's the one I take every time. Better more than the AP, more than
I don't think I'm taking
poison.
Outrage.
Every unit that I have, every combat unit that I have that can take a banner, we'll be buying a banner.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm assuming the bulls can take a banner. Minotaurs. Yep. They have 50
banner?
points for the magic banners. I'll probably give them.
It's important that they.
So no, here's the thing. I want them to have outrage.
Yeah, because it's important that they.
It's important that they have. Yeah. So they're gonna get.
So the 1 or 2 times you're gonna fail it, you're gonna be really happy you got the reroll.
4 really good banners in one book. Anything else worth talking about?
What's the next page you got? Enchanted items.
Oh, hold on. Jagged Dagger. I need to read this one. The Jagged Dagger can only be used by a wizard that has joined a unit. Before making a casting roll, the bearer of the Jagged Dagger may make a sacrifice.
Yep. 1
model belonging to the bearer may immediately be removed from play. And the bearer may modify their casting roll, adding the wounds characteristic of the sacrifice. Nah, it's not good enough. Kill them all and get +1 to cast.
Is there any 2 wound models that you can get +2 to cast?
Because you have to do, if you could do it after you make a casting roll, it'd be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, look at.
Whoa. Okay, Plague Chalice?
I didn't read that one yet.
Sorry, Plague Chalice. If the bearer of the Plague Chalice rolls any natural doubles when making a casting roll, not including rolls of natural double 1, the spell is cast as a perfect invocation, regardless of its casting value or any of its other modifiers. However, each time the bearer casts a perfect invocation, they suffer a strength 4 hit with no armor saves permitted, ward and regeneration.
That's pretty good. How about this though? The Hag Tree Fetish, 30 points. Whenever the bearer of the Hag Tree Fetish successfully casts a magic missile, they may re-roll the failed to wound. Think about.
Whoa, the strength 1.
The Vile
5d6
is a magic missile. Beastmen look like a lot of fun.
They look fun.
Beastmen have been real bad in 8th edition in the old world. This is where it's at. Now,
so am I be allowed to play Beastmen and Chaos Warriors?
No,
I have to share them with you.
No, it's really sucks about creating these videos without really having a lot of experience. A year from now, 2 years from now, if somebody's watching the video and they're like, "Oh man, this guy's talking about how good Beastmen are. They have like the worst win rate ever, and they're garbage or something like that." That's not going to happen. But like,
they need to watch our update video that we're going to do in 6 months.
I'm never going to get around to it. Beastmen.
We'll make it part of the bat reps. So people be forced to watch it.
They can just, you know what you have to do? Oh my god.
We're going to lock their...
Did you know that when you're watching a YouTube video, at any time you can turn it off?
No.
Well, now you know.
No idea. I live by watching Blippi every day. For those other parents out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There are plenty more just like it ready for you to watch right now. All the names you see flying by right now are the Rock Jocks and Peak supporters, our channel members that do help support the channel a little bit more than the average member. Think about joining the channel. It does help us keep making these videos.